The first time I met Jay was in Atlantic City. Jay at the time was an assistant manager in housekeeping. And the uniform shop, which in a casino hotel, it's thousands and thousands of uniforms. It was falling apart. They were not going to get the opening done. And Jay took over the uniform shop. And somehow, miraculously, he turned it all around.
Devoted to learning, growing, mentoring, and delivering outstanding results. That's Jay Leonard.
He is definitely the backbone. If you make people feel that they're welcome in your own home, then they're going to want to always come and visit you.
Jay Leonard absolutely should be in the Hall of Fame.
Jay is just such a passionate leader, and I just can't think of any general manager that I've worked with in the last 3 decades being in hospitality that deserves a recognition like Jay.
I've known Jay for 17 years. I've found him to be a great leader, a great friend, a great family person. Jay is someone who I admire.
Jay is all about the guest experience and an exceptional operation.
Just knowing that he has your back. I mean, he recognizes you when you're doing a good job. I mean, it doesn't matter which department you're in. It's just not about valet. It's just not about front desk, the housekeepers, the dishwashers.
And I said, this man's not going to make it 6 months. And then later on, when he was still here, I said, Jay, I had a bet that you were not going to make it 6 months, and you proved me wrong.
Jay's involvement with the various boards, Visit Orlando, Osceola County Sheriff, Orange County Sheriff, to name just a few. He's instrumental when we have site tours come in. When you get to meet the guy at the top, you have that extra level of comfort that I guarantee doesn't happen in most hotels.
More than anything, Jay brings out the best in those around him.
Because he works so hard, and because he feels everything. And it's not just a job for him, it's his life.
When I come to here to United States, I not speak English. And it was my first challenge, and he tried to help me in that, and I'm so glad.
In our housekeeping department, we have over 100 staff. I'm the only one that English is my first language. Jay was instrumental in getting us to have translators, and they'll translate in Creole and Spanish, so everybody can understand what the message is.
Over the last 17 years, Jay has accomplished so much, including keeping the hotel doors open through the pandemic.
I mean, the whole thing was weird because it was COVID, and we didn't know what that meant. And I mean, we've gone through, I don't know, disasters, things like that before, hurricanes.
It was during one of the hurricanes we had. He's actually putting in work, and that's a good feeling. When you can see an actual general manager really getting it in like that, oh my God, that's a feeling. That's a real good feeling.
Still, Jay's resourcefulness was truly put to the test when their daughter Carly was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh my gosh, she was in 8th grade. I mean, they tell you, your daughter has cancer, and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, Jay handled it very well. He handled it better than I did. He managed to still stay up to date at work, but he was with us all the time. If there was ever an incident, like there was one incident, 2 o'clock in the morning, Carly couldn't breathe. She was having trouble breathing. I've never seen a man get to a hospital so fast in my life.
Carly's in great health and planning for her wedding day with a reception here at the Wyndham LBV. We hear tell she and the family know the general manager really well.
Yeah, that's a story in itself, but I mean, it makes sense. I mean, everything has happened there. Her Sweet 16 birthday party was there. It'll be exciting.
Always driving results, Jay Leonard is in constant dialogue with Walt Disney World to make sure this property stands out among the rest, which begs the question, how do you get Jay Leonard to take no for an answer?
Well, you don't. You get used to having a leash tied to him, maybe that's a little longer than you would give to other people. He can navigate problems very well. And by that I mean he works the problem rather than trying to have an immediate solution. And I feel like that's a real gift, because at the Walt Disney Company, we're blessed to be affiliated with so many great brands, Wyndham included, and navigating all of the needs of each individual brand can be very hard, and Jay's a great person to be at the helm.
We want to really start something that will be traditional and legacy at TPG. Certainly at this conference, recognize Jay as our first inductee into the TPG Hall of Fame.
Jay, congratulations. And as that song goes, nobody does it better than you.
Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, baby, darling, you're the best.
And now, please welcome to the stage the first inductee in the TPG Hall of Fame, Jay Leonard.